Alright, everybody, welcome to the final round of the MRL No Assist Championship. As per usual, I'm your host, Monk Mage. Joining me once again is Pat, and I think we're going to be very much looking forward to this final round, with only a few points between the championship contenders, Estenba and Alan Toast. So it's going to be a very close finale. What do you think, Pat?
Why is man covering my face?
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Get man out of here, mage. Alright, this should be a very fun one. We actually just got in our driver, so we should have 15, which is still sad. But yeah, final round, good championship battle between Alan and Estenba.
Estenba, yeah.
So this should be very fun, and I heard a rumor that Sketchy's Bull said he's going to win the race for us.
Alright, so it's going to be very tragic when he DNFs.
Yes, and it'll be hilarious at the same time.
I don't think Sketchy will DNF. He's a good driver. We'll have to see what happens. We're going to just sometimes. We're going to dive straight into it. And we already have Alan on a flying lap, and Esteban is also on one. Alan is going to have a pretty good run through here thus far. Now, Australia is very unforgiving in the first sector. And, like, just at the start of Sector 2, just ask George Russell. So, the second sector, honestly, like, it'll be interesting to see the setups, because I feel like if some manage to pull off a lower downforce setup, they're going to be able to overtake with absolute ease. Alan is flying through the second sector. He invalidates! I the moment I saw him angle in as early as he did, that was it.
And Esteban's invalidated as well.
Yeah, oh man, both championship contenders did not have an ideal first run. Let's see what Minico can do as he's running through Sector 1, now headed towards Sector 2. He navigates quite well, but runs a little bit wide in the George Russell corner. Now heading down towards...
it now?
I'm going to call it the George Russell corner from here on. I'm going to say this. If I had a nickel for every time Carlos won, Max scored... Well, Max was outside of the podium. Carlos and... Minico also lost it. Oh my god. Everybody hates the chicane. Except for Midnight, apparently.
Does not.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I had a nickel for every time Carlos and Lando shared a podium, Carlos won, no Red Bulls on the podium, and...
2 nickels.
Well, and, oh, there we go, okay, Possum, and I was about to say, and George Russell fumbled on the final lap, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Now, here's a funnier stat. For out of 3 Sainz wins in his career, George Russell's our DNF on the first, or the last lap.
Yeah, the first Sainz win, of course, is 2022, where Zhou Guanyu did his best Beyblade impression before he went into the wall. Not his fault, of course, that was entirely George's. But then again, that was...
Gasly's.
No, it's George's.
Gasly's.
Meh. I mean, then again, like, 2022 was the Jorpedo era, so that's to be expected. I mean, it was.
It was. Alright, here comes Sketchy's provisional pole time.
Actually, I think he is going to get provisional pole here. He is looking pretty good. Oh, yeah, this is absolutely provisional pole. There we go. 19.5. Good run from him. Alan is starting a new hot lap. In Esteban, he's already in the middle
yellow
of
just
one.
went purple.
Oh, Esteban validated again. He's not enjoying track limits. Order has retired. He crashed! Oh.
Wait, who's the alpha? Who's the alpha? Is that Sketchy gonna find him?
Yeah, what happened? Oh!
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, Sketchy slowed down to let us get a bit of a view.
Thanks, Sketchy.
Yeah, looks like they did a Stroll teethy right there.
Damn. Yellow, still on a run. Keeps it valid. Does run a bit wide. He did have a purple Sector 1. Can he dethrone Sketchy Bull on the provisional pole? Only one more corner to go. Can he nail it? How quickly does he get DRS? Very quickly. Sprint down the line.
He's not beating him
all the way. It's a 20.1. Not good enough.
Yeah, let's check on Gary as he's making his way through, a little bit squirrely through the fast chicane. And now he's only got a few corners left. And a little bit off topic, but I'm genuinely impressed by Hess IRL. I would be angry, but I'm more impressed than anything else. It's like, wow, they fixed their race pace problems.
Counter argument.
What?
How can you respect them when they're still behind Ollie Behrman?
Not really, because one's in a Ferrari and the other two are in a Haas.
The other one literally hopped in a car for 5 minutes and drove.
Well, yeah, but it's a Ferrari. I mean, come on.
Ollie Behrman's peak. I don't care.
I know. I mean, he absolutely deserves a seat. I 100% agree. And Liam Lawson deserves a seat as well. And honestly, I think
Norbash goes P3.
Nice run from Norbash. I definitely noticed a good pace improvement from him over the course of the season. Oh, wow! A 118 from Minico. Alan has invalidated again! He is not liking the track limits around here! And he's already burnt one set of soft tires attempting this. And he's in the middle of burning another.
Set.
Yeah, oh my god, this is actually really bad for Alan. Estenbaugh might be able to take the championship. He's currently got the lead, but if Alan wins, and no fastest laps are involved, Alan can still take the title.
But that's what he pretty much has to do.
Yep. Estenbaugh is taking a little bit of his sweet time here. Alan goes into the pits. But right now, Minico is clear.
Gary?
Gary put in a mega lap,
Hello?
puts himself second overall. Minico, if you can hear me, wiggle your car around a little bit. He cannot hear me.
Or he's just about to.
He's about to do a new run, I think. Oh, he's in the middle of a run, isn't he?
He just ended one. Wiggle in the pit lane. Wiggle in the pit lane.
He can't hear us. Okay.
Minico, you're slow.
Sketchy is about to start
He can't hear us.
Sketchy is about to start a new flying lap. Let's see what he can do and see if he can find some improvement. A second and a half between himself and current provisional pole. Running down towards turn one. Turn one, honestly, really sucks to drive through. It is terrible. Sketchy does not get the ideal line on the entrance. He goes a little bit wide, but still off to a good start. But now it's this later part of Sector 1 that can be a bit of a hard time. Another wide entry. Oh, slips the car.
Did he back out?
I think he's backed out. He's absolutely backed out. Yeah, he's not trying. He's just going to cut his losses and attempt another run.
Border with the best comment. The wall pushed me off the track. Makes sense.
F1 game moment.
Yep. Alan's back out. Actually, what's Estenbaugh doing? Estenbaugh's already invalidated again.
Both championship contenders cannot set a lap time. What is happening?
And Alan's back out on track on his third set.
Yeah, which means he has none for the race. Well, no fresh ones, and you know what?
No fresh ones. He'll have...
Yeah, and...
They'll be pretty much as fresh as you can get them to be. Especially since he's tried to do a run in box immediately. Not going well for either championship contender. Sketchy's going for another one, though. I want to see what Sketchy has in store this time around.
Yeah, Estenbaugh has actually already started another attempt. So let's see if he can actually not invalidate this time. Oh, he gets a little bit of an oversteer there. Oh, another big slip from Estenbaugh. That is not good news for him. He must be running a really high oversteer setup, which around a track like this isn't necessarily ideal, but he puts in a mega first sector. Now he just needs to keep up this level of pace as he is flying through right now. Well, Sketchy, we weren't watching you, so that's not on us. Anyways, Estenbaugh now charging through the fast left right-hander. Can he... What was that?
Why are you cutting that much?
Oh my god, the moment I saw him turn in as early as he did, why? Oh my god, this man must drive Australia.
Alan's on a run. I'm looking at this man.
Oh my god, that was such a The early turn.
That's even better. 26.6 through Sector 1.
Yeah, now the question is, can he not invalidate this time? Because he's already done so 3 times. I think
he has to nail the chicane.
Yeah,
he has to.
So many people are just not nailing out the chicane. Way too... Okay, actually, no, never mind. I was mistaken there. I thought it was a little bit too early.
That was right on the cusp. That was right on the cusp.
Oh my god, Alan is cutting a little bit close here, but yeah, he's going to run wide here, isn't he? Oh, no? Never mind. Wow, he's managed to keep the car very tight. Runs wide here, though.
There.
Oh, that was almost an invalidation right there. That could have been real bad news for him. But it looks like he's going to be able to finish out this lap quite cleanly, crossing the line. I think this is going to be provisional pole. It is.
Some margin.
Yeah, and right now, Esteban is not in a good situation. He's flying through, cutting the track. He's not wasting any time. He's going to run back into the pits because he knows this could cost him the title.
Yep. Definitely can't. Did Yellow just set that time? Hello?
Esteban is just not having a good time, but Yellow seems to be. He's on a... Is he on a new lap?
No, he just set that lap.
Okay. Stinky,
because he's not using any battery.
Yeah, Stinky, meanwhile, is on a flyer right now, headed towards the fast chicane. Let's see how he navigates it. Oh, runs wide on the entrance, cuts it deep on the exit, almost loses the car. But, yeah, not an ideal run through the chicane. But has he found improvement? Oh, this is his first run. Never mind. It's hard to tell.
I would hope so.
Yes. So, a little bit further left to go on this track. Now, in this final corner, if you're not careful and you go too deep... Oh, he just goes into the pits. What? Oh, okay.
Alright, noted. Cool. Moving on. Midnight, I believe, is finishing a run?
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, that was...
Never mind.
That was more disappointing than Daniel Ricciardo's race pace.
Okay, that's rude. Norm Bash is the only driver on the run right now. 2/10 improvement through Sector 1. That's only going to be good enough to get ahead of Moldy Dragon. He needs to find another 10th or 2 to really get himself up into the top 5. And he's not finding it.
He's finding a bit of time here, actually. He's getting about a 10.5. Currently, that's going to be enough to put himself ahead of Moldy. Can he find enough time to get himself a couple places higher? Perhaps put himself P4. That will be great news for the Constructors outfit. Like I said, Normbash, I think, has found slow but steady improvement over the course of the season, and he is certainly showing it right now. Yellow has retired in the pits as Normbash is getting ready to cross the line. He seems to have put himself together a pretty tidy lap, and this is going to be a solid time as well, crossing the line. He improves to P4. I told you this man has improved over the course of the season, and that is just evidence for it.
And Moldy's now on a run.
Yeah, Normbash wasn't someone you necessarily saw all the time in the top 10, and now he's pushing top 5.
No. Yeah, I mean, Normbash is, like you said, slow but steady improvement. Moldy finding some time in Sector 1, just about 10th worth right now, which he needs a little bit more just to get ahead of Sketchy Bull.
Yeah, right now it's looking real good for him. Now he just needs to nail the chicane and not turn in way too early. Let's see what he does. Nice first entrance. Wide on the exit, though. Ugh. I don't blame him. That chicane is one of the hardest sets of corners on the entire calendar. Changed my mind. Well, not the hardest.
I just hate that last corner he just went through with the red.
Yeah, that red sausage curb absolutely sucks. I agree with you on that. That corner feels like it kills all the momentum in a lap.
But what does Moldy have in this lap? He has Sketchy Bull.
Yeah, Sketchy. I mean, if he wants to go out on a run, he needs to get out right now. Actually, speaking of, there he goes.
Estenbaz on a lap, so is Minico. Minico's invalidated, never mind.
Okay, let's see what Estenbach can do. He is charging through right now, going into 7th gear. Is he 8th gearing? Oh, he was 8th gear for a moment, dropped down, already off to a brilliant start. But now he needs to maintain this level of speed as we head towards the place where he's invalidated already. Can he angle it correctly this time around? Good entrance. Can he nail the exit? Too deep! How? How? How did he... That shouldn't have worked, but it did. Wow. I mean, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What? What just happened?
He backed out. He backed out.
What?
He's invalid.
Oh my
He's invalid.
god. Oh my god.
He's going for another one right now.
Got no battery.
Has time.
He's got no battery. But I guess sometime it's better than none.
He's got one shot. If he invalidates, he's gonna be in the back.
Which is not where he needs to be. Like I said, if Alan wins this, he maintains the title.
Minako's invalidated too. I don't think he has enough time.
Simba needs to pull out a miracle to even finish in the top 5 right now. He's gonna have to hoof it, and he's not burning battery here either. Seemingly another purple sector 1. Can he tie up this lap cleanly? This will be his last attempt, and he needs to make it count.
Minako is out of qualifying. He is in the pits and has retired. And Gary, I don't know what you're doing.
Gary has lost a car, but we also have Essenbaugh incoming rapidly. He needs to get out of the way of him, and he does well to do so. Essenbaugh now charging, just a little bit further left to go, but with absolutely no battery left. He had to ration his battery throughout the lap to make this happen. I don't think this will be ideal for him, but still, one time is better than none. Crossing the line, he puts him in pole!
Eat your words, Mage. Eat your words.
Alright. I can't believe it! With, like, not even that much battery, he still takes pole position! What a
does not find any improvement. Snaky from out of nowhere!
And Molly! Norbash snubbed out of a top 5 start by Snaky and
Midnight's
Moldy.
improving. Midnight's improving. Can he get Sketchy Bull?
He's 2 tenths up. Could he find a miracle in this final sector? A little bit further left to go towards the line. What can Midnight produce?
He did!
He beat Sketchy? He's P10. He's P10.
On my end, it jumped him up. On my end, it showed him like P8. I was like, I got excited.
Nope, it's P10. Sketchy P9. A brilliant qualifying from Normbash to put himself P7. Gary as well putting himself P8. This is... Why did Drunken Shamrock not qualify again?
I don't know.
Anyways,
I blame you.
This is an exciting finale we have now. The 2 championship contenders starting on the front row in one of the most intense street tracks on the calendar.
Mage?
What more could he ask for? What?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. What are you thinking?
A recreation of Japan?
I was thinking that.
Could we?
I mean, Giants fan isn't here this time around, so, you know.
Minako is. We could also have Yellow potentially do something. Yellow got 4th.
Yeah, Laddie in the chat, 30% battery LMAO. Yeah, that was a ridiculous run from Essenbaugh. If he can carry that pace into the race, I think he's got it. I think Alan will have finally been dethroned from NA just in time for the new game to come out.
Yep. Oh boy.
You remember in the previous game when there was that pit crew glitch? And the entire pit crew was just stuck T-pose outside of the...
Yes.
Aww.
That was our running gag that we weren't even trying to continue.
Like, yeah, I mean, the gag wrote itself. Straight up.
Yep. You know what else wrote itself?
George Russell.
No.
No.
Max Verstappen DNFing for the first time in 30
I
30
saw
something races.
It's literally been 2 years since his last mechanical failure, which was ironically enough also Melbourne. Yeah. When I saw that, like at first I saw signs overtake Max, and I'm like, oh my god, this man is a different breed right now. And then I was in a voice chat with Sketchy and Minico while we were watching it. And we all just start collectively losing it the moment we saw smoke coming from Max's right rear. And I called it that it was his right rear brake failure. Sketchy thought it was an engine failure, but I'm like, no, look at where it's coming from. It's the right rear brake.
When it first happened, I honestly thought it was an engine failure. There was a lot of smoke, and you couldn't tell from the first angle.
I actually managed to.
The first angle was a bit rough.
The first angle, I was a little unsure, but upon the second angle, I'm like, it's absolutely the right rear.
Once I got a different angle, I could see it was a brake. But at first, it was like I didn't know if it was an engine or what, or a brake or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Lando got a podium, so I'm happy.
Yeah, Leclerc's only behind Max by 4 points.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's how much a DNF hurts. Here we go, though. 2 championship contenders, only 1 winner. 5 red lights coming on. And they're out, and away we go. Estenbod doesn't... Wait, what? What? Okay, this is glitched. Minico is being shown in the lead, despite him not being so. Estenbod moves on into the lead of the race and pulls away clearly from Allen. Meanwhile, Minico is doing his best to remain in contention as well. And, we have a little bit of battling as well. Sketchy gets ahead of Norbatch. He's already up to P7. Brilliant start for Sketchy. Meanwhile, Midnight and Gary go wheel to wheel through here. Are you really about to do that? Okay. Meanwhile, Alan... Oh, there we go. It's adjusted now. I had to clear up after the first sector.
Oh, off goes Molly. Sketchy Bull up into P6. Yellow's having a moment too. Can he get into P5?
Sketchy has had a brilliant start to the race. This is incredible. But he's not going to be able to beat him. Yellow seems to have him in terms of straight line speed. Meanwhile, Minico is being harassed by Snakey at the moment. And Alan is doing his best to hang on to Estenba. Now, one thing that'll be interesting is in the next game, that'll follow the real-life rules, DRS will be enabled starting lap 2.
Oh.
Already? It's lap 1! This is incredibly bad.
Are you kidding me?
Esteban needs to run now if he hopes
yellow
to
flags.
win this.
We have yellow flags. What for?
I'm not sure.
Maybe Drunken falling a bit back? I'm not entirely sure on that one.
I don't know. Drunken Cheermark already goes into the pits? Don't tell me he has damage already.
I will keep eyes on it. You look at action.
Yeah, at the moment, Esteban is doing his best to shake off Allen, and he's already almost pulled off a second away from him. A little bit further, and yep, he's a second clear officially. The timing tables are absolutely busted for me right now, because it's okay, everybody, Minico has apparently lapped Allen, and is also lapped Snaky. This is very impressive driving from Minico.
Yeah, Drunken broke his front wing. That's why he had to come into the pits early.
Snaky, oh my god, I thought he was going to attempt a move there. That would have been terrifying. But
I've
meanwhile,
seen people do it before. Yeah,
meanwhile, Estenbot, he's pulled a 1.5 seconds already. This is impressive driving from him. But he's got to pull more time, or Allen needs to get a penalty of some kind. Right now, the race is quieted down for the most part. Sketchy looking for a chance to perhaps get past Yellow, as gaps are starting to form.
Yellow had a moment. Through the Tokyo drift from land down under.
Yeah. Snaky is getting closer and closer to Minico and could attempt a move going into turn 3. Minico struggles on the exit of turn 2. This could leave him vulnerable. Snaky putting down the battery. Using a little bit of straight line momentum, he backs out. Meanwhile, Sketchy
came together.
Sketchy looking for a move. Both of them breaking late into turn 3. Does Sketchy get ahead or does Yellow get ahead? Around the outside, does Sketchy complete the move? He does. He's up into P5. Great overtake. Allen gets a 3-second. They're on even ground now.
Oh my god. But no, look who's in the driver's seat.
Wait, what do you mean?
Minico.
Minico can win this, but he's got a contender right now. Snaky gets alongside and the head going into the chicane. Alan goes a little bit wide as well, and now Snaky is charging. He's within DRS range now. Alan may have other problems to worry about than just Esteban getting away.
God, Miniko closed all the way up on Snaky. I thought he was about to punt Snaky there. Oh! He's in the wall! He has damage!
That's a VSC, too.
That might be a curse counter.
No. I'm not going to count.
You're going to let me slide on that one?
Yep.
Alright. Oh, nice. Sketchy's in 4th now.
Yep. Oh my god.
Miniko's going to come out probably P14, unfortunately.
No, not that far. Okay.
Oh, no. Guanfro pitted. So P13. What's Guanfro pitting for? New front wing. He had damage as well.
Red Bull gives you wings.
It's more of an AlphaTauri mage.
It's Red Bull. It's Red Bull.
Clothing brand gives you wings.
It's Red Bull sugar free. Let's be real.
It's Red Bull sugar free. And we're back underway. And no way, Esteban's already pulled almost a 4-second gap.
Yeah, and Alan is gonna have another problem to worry about, and it's Rapid and in red right behind him.
And it's not Max Verstappen's bloodshot eyes anyway.
Yeah, the really rapid red race car is getting ever closer to him.
Snaky had a moment there. That was a bit of a drift through there.
Ooh, Snaky in general is looking a little whirly on the track.
When Moldy gets by Yellow Snowman.
Moldy's having some... Yeah, he's got some good pace going for him right now. Lornbash also showing a little bit of good pace. Looking for a chance to perhaps get past Gary in a moment. Meanwhile, we also got a battle a little bit further up ahead. Looks like that's Yellow and Moldy going wheel to wheel. Yellow pulls out the move and gets ahead. Will Moldy be able to strike back going in? Nope. Yellow has another helping of DRS. Meanwhile, Norbash could pull off the move if he burns a little bit of battery here, but he's not doing it. Is he going to send it? Nope, he's not. Honestly, I think it wouldn't have hurt for Norbash to dump some battery there. He's got more than enough to play with.
So I've determined there's 2 races actually going on. Because you got the front 3, then you have a bit of a gap, then it's Sketchy down.
It is not the front 3 anymore. It is 2nd and 3rd at this point.
Yeah. Unless, I mean, the only thing interesting is if Snaky can get ahead, can he try to reel in Esteban, which we'll see.
Perhaps. Right now, though, Esteban is pulling away, and it seems the championship is his to lose.
Right.
Meanwhile, Gary spins out, hits the wall. Oh, that was almost a DNF. If he had any more momentum, that would have been his left rear completely removed from the car. Meanwhile, Miniko is going to make a move here, so we have a 4-car battle going on. Miniko making a couple of moves, now looking for another to get past Cape de Possum. Miniko putting on good pace. Opossum doesn't even attempt to fight it, he just lets him on by. Kind of a smart call from Kate de Possum. Miniko definitely has superior pace, so no point in wasting time trying to fight him when he's got his own battles to deal with directly behind him. And speaking of, that's Border X-Men getting very close to him as he's trying to find a way past. Yellow and Moldy continue their battle as Sketchy starts to pull away cleanly. Gwenfro getting a penalty as well.
Not good for Gwenfro.
Kate de Possum in very real danger of losing a position as already Border is looking for a move. He's already gotten alongside and ahead without even the need of DRS to make it happen. Impressive move. Meanwhile, Alan slips just a little bit. This could finally leave him vulnerable to the Ferrari of Snaky as he is closing in more and more. He's going to get another helping of DRS, and he has plenty of battery to work with as well. Alan, not so much. all the cards seem to be in Snaky's hand at the current moment.
Whoa!
Oh! And
that was almost bad.
That's why I think it's counter.
Good job, Mage.
Literally, right as I say that, that could not have had better time.
God, Moldy and Yellow do not know how to leave each other alone at this rate.
On the bright side,
Moldy.
my curse counter is currently not set to beat the record, which is currently 11. We're only at 8.
78, whoa!
No, I fixed it.
I was about to say, 78 would destroy the curse counter. We've done terrible.
Alan has got another one!
And Moldy's going to overtake Yellow.
And Alan has officially lost the championship at that point. Moldy and Yellow just continue their back and forth. Very reminiscent of Yellow and Sketchy's battle in Bahrain a few races back. Drunken Shamrock gets a penalty, and Miniko gets past, and that he gets past Midnight, and he's up to P7 now. Miniko on a very aggressive run at the ground.
Yeah, trying to fight his way back after getting damage from a self-inflicted wound.
Yeah, could potentially fight back out to the podium. He's certainly showing impressive pace. Potentially. That'll be easier said than done.
The only problem is there's a 10-second gap once you get past Sketchy just to get to the podium.
All it takes is the safety car.
I think I know a man for the job to cause a safety car, and he's in P4.
Wow.
You would have said the same thing.
Actually, I had someone else in mind, but my lawyers have advised me not to say the name.
But yeah, Snaky all over the back of Alan now.
All over the track as well. Wow, that was a really...
safety car.
A
Drunken has crashed, broke his front wing, and parked in the middle of the circuit.
Yeah, I think he collided with Gwenfro. Well, like I said, all it takes is a safety car. Here it is.
Gwenfro was nowhere near. He just spun himself. And Esteban is pitting.
Not a bad call. Will Alan pit? Yes, he will. Snaky also pitting. Miniko will... Miniko, I think it will be in his best interest to stay out, actually. But pitting for hard tires is really... I don't know about that. I don't know how good the hard tires are. Miniko also electing to...
Everyone seems to be pitting right now. Midnight's in. This is really good for Midnight and Border. Especially since they were on the soft compound. Looks like everyone's going to decide to pit. And now, the race is actually flipped on its head in favor of Snaky.
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately, it's the championship that matters. Currently, Esteban has the advantage. He's got 3 seconds left ahead of him on track. They're even on strategy, but Esteban seems to have the upper hand in terms of pace.
Yeah, if Esteban just beats Alan in any means, it could be Esteban 9, Alan 10, or Esteban points, Alan no points, Esteban is champion.
Oh.
Mage, I would like to read you a F1 tweet from last night that caught my humor.
Let me guess. Is it involving a certain French Formula 1 team?
Yes!
I think I know the tweet you're talking about, but say it anyways.
Double overtake on Verstappen.
I love that. Oh no! My favorite online post over the weekend was the RB qualifying results, because the images they used for Yuki and Daniel would just like
Yuki's happy, Ricardo is not.
Ricardo genuinely, like, you look at the expression, it's just like, I'm dead. Like, I mean, then again, I would feel pretty dead inside too if I knew I was going to lose my seat to Liam Lawson in less than 10 races. So, you know.
No, I think the whole season.
I'm not saying Danny Rick is going to get debreezed, but I think he's going to get debreezed.
You're just saying he's gonna get debreezed just to say he's gonna get debreezed.
I am officially on the anti-Daniel Ricciardo agenda, and I'm now on
You're on too many anti-agendas.
No, I'm not. I'm only anti-George, anti-Danny Rick, anti-Alpine, and anti-Hess. But I'm also on the pro-Lando, Carlos, Alex, and Yuki agendas. Then again, I'm
right
only...
now, you know, I'm on the anti-Williams.
Well, yeah, I don't blame them for what they did. I understand why, but it does suck. It nearly did. Nearly.
It nearly doesn't cut it, Mage. It either did or did not.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. And
I'm going to give you a wise quote, Mage. Do or do not. There is no try.
Well, I'm going to say this. Logan probably would have gotten out.
It still would have been the same result, no points. Just saying.
And at least with Alex, they had a chance. You know, and
Still
they would
no
rather take... I understand why they did it. That doesn't necessarily make it right, but I get it.
I also said this, and I said to Dan earlier, and he agreed. I'll say it quickly before we go racing, but if the same thing happens to Logan, they would not ask Alex to give up the seat.
I mean, well, again, there's driver bias. They're going to go with the better performing driver. If Logan was performing better and Logan crashed,
also,
they would have done the
same.
same.
Not want you talking about. Sketchy does not want us talking about him.
Okay, so Sketchy is currently sitting in P4 and doing quite well for himself. Could potentially see himself getting a podium place. We'll have to see what he can do.
But how well does SY get away? That's actually a pretty decent start.
Yeah, Sketchy Bull, honestly, like I said before, great positioning. He can just keep up at the pace. He's got a very clean P2 on his hands at the current moment. Snaky gets a time penalty. Sketchy could win. Sketchy could win the race if he just manages to keep up. Miniko gets a time penalty. Everybody must hate turns 1 and 2, but Sketchy seems to have no problem with it. He's doing very well for himself.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
Yo, Snowman is going side by side with Miniko! This is not a corner you normally overtake, but Yellow makes it happen regardless. Great move.
Miniko's probably not happy about that at all.
Miniko is probably kicking himself right now for letting that one slip by him. He's going to have to find a better opportunity here. Meanwhile, Moldy Dragon has actually shown some nice pace, keeping up with Sketchy Bull, who seems to be barely hanging onto the coattails of Snaky. At the same time, LRK sneaks into the points positions, getting past Kate the Possum. Drunken Shamrock is already 3 seconds down. What is going on with Drunken Shamrock? He is just not having a good time here. Yeah, he's absolutely not. He just slipped again.
Yeah, not having.
Does he have damage?
I think he has some body damage.
He must, because like you can see him oversteering out of like every corner. What?
Oh, Midnight spun.
Oh, he lost it out on the exit of the final corner. That curb will kill you. Well, then again, on the inside curb as well as the outside curb, both of them can easily just send you. Meanwhile, Yellow and Miniko are going wheel to wheel here. Really close racing between the both of them. Can Miniko get him back? It looks like he's about to pull it off, and he does. Great overtake from the Red Bull driver. Absolutely fantastic. Meanwhile, Sketchy is doing a very good job to keep up with Snaky. He's currently under a second behind, and Snaky's got a penalty on top of that. Sketchy could be claiming a podium today.
That would be insane.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Miniko is under threat from Yellow. Border is keeping up quite well also. Miniko's going to have to put up a good defense while simultaneously making a clean getaway, but Yellow is keeping him honest and is not letting that go so easily. There's also a battle going for the remaining points place. Cave Possum having to hold off 3 other drivers at the moment in a 4-car battle. Sketchy gets a 3-second time penalty. Everybody's on an even playing field within the top 6, with one exception, that being Allen with 6 seconds. Sketchy is like just on the verge of getting DRS, and he just got it. I think he did. Did he get it? Is there a rear wing opening?
No. No, mate, there's no DRS detection point there.
Yeah, there is. There's a little detection point right there after turn 1.
It's a double helping.
Just because I can't doesn't mean you have to call me out for it.
You do the same thing to me. Don't try to play nice over here. Wait, what happened back here? Norbash is just stuck.
What? This
no,
man,
he's got moving again.
Norbash can't catch a break.
He does a few very nice things, shows improvement, then just has no luck.
Yeah, like Belgium, for example. Like, I remember that last week. Yeah! I saw that, I just went, really? How? Oh, Molly Dragon!
I don't know, but...
Oh, boy. I bet Moldy Dragon really wishes his uniform was a nice shade of brown right now, because then it would be blending in with what just occurred. Oh, boy. Yep.
That's not the first time you've made that joke today.
Yeah, I know. And to quote Deadpool, this guy was smart. He wore the brown pants.
Moving on, Minico's back into the top 5.
Yeah, Minico's showing some good form and pace. Could he catch up and perhaps get past Sketchy? Meanwhile, Gwenfro gets past MRK and moves up into P9. Gwenfro showing some very impressive pace at the current moment. Yeah, it makes sense because he went to go for medium tires, but will he be able to nurse those till the end? It is possible, but quite difficult. Gary gets a time second. Oh, 3 times. Oh, I can't talk. 3 seconds.
Time second?
Yeah, time second. Dude, that's the new thing. Words are hard. I've had a long weekend.
You're telling me.
Yeah. On the bright side, look forward to celebrating my birthday tomorrow.
Norbash. Why do you have 6 seconds?
I'm going to be turning into Jeff Gordon's number.
No, I'm not making that joke.
What? What's the joke?
My lawyers have advised me not to say it.
Fair. And that reminds me, you know what livery I think is one of the greatest of all time? The Jeff Gordon Rainbow DuPont livery. That livery is gorgeous. I love it so much.
I have a counter argument.
Okay.
MasterCard Lola.
No. If you said your counter argument was a 22 Alfa Romeo, I would have had a hard time disagreeing.
You were talking about that during Tier 2.
I was. I mean, that's a gorgeous car, okay?
Border and moldy, what the heck?
If that car was a woman, I would immediately ask her out and then get instantly rejected because I can't appeal to her standards. Moldy Dragon also did just pull off a brilliant route to get past Border.
We are not ignoring what you just said. What?
I said if that car was a woman, I would ask her out and then immediately get rejected because I'm not good enough.
I have jokes I can make, but I'm going to choose not to make them.
Yeah, honestly, 20...
Probably...
okay, even playing field once again, and...
not really.
Snaky is on to win this, potentially.
I don't know why I keep gasping, but I feel like you know why.
Drunken Shamrock, it's 12 seconds. 12! Oh, MRK takes a trip in the gravel as Kate DePassing gets past.
That does not help
Meanwhile,
MRK.
Minico has shrunk the gap from 4 seconds to under 2, rapidly closing in on Sketchy Bull. We're going to see these two go wheel-to-wheel soon enough. Right now, only 4 drivers do not have time penalties, that being Cake DePassing, MRK, Midnight, and currently sitting P6, Yellow Snowman, who unfortunately isn't close enough to reap any rewards of no penalties.
Right. He's just outside range of Minico's.
Sketchy in the chat. Shut the F up,
that's what I was reading.
Killing me right now.
That's what I was saying earlier. A yellow flag in Sector 1. That is Drunken Shamrock again. He's going backwards.
What does he mean by killing him? Is it because of the Alfa Romeo comment I made?
No, that was earlier. That was under safety car when we were just making fun of him.
Oh, okay. Oh, MRK going for a move. Very nice and aggressive. Kate Deposit breaking late. Almost loses the car in the process. Oh. Kate Possum loses out, but he's going to try and fight it back. MRK. Oh, it must have been
I think it was illegal overtake.
Yep, I was about to say illegal overtake. Absolutely. That must have been it. In all this fighting, he's just allowing Gary to get away and hold on to that point. Oh, Holy Dragon has a bit of a moment. Meanwhile, Miniko is on the heels of Sketchy, who made a bit of a mistake. The two of them going side by side, potentially. Miniko looking for an opening. Gary has crashed. That's a safety car. And everybody gets a free stop for medium tires. Congratulations.
Why did I just sound like an infomercial?
But wait, there's more. You can alternatively go for a soft tire option for just $19.99.
Average EA moment.
Yeah, literally. Oh, or no, actually I take that back. It's average Activision Blizzard moment. Oh, hey everybody. Do you want to pay 20 bucks for a freaking skin in Overwatch? A costume. Meanwhile, the entire... okay, so keep in mind this. So, Elden Ring is having a Shadow of the Erdtree DLC coming out, which is considered to be such a huge expansion, and it's almost like a second game. It's like 30 hours length minimum, or something like that. It's a very long DLC, right? Okay, so you can get like dozens of hours of content for 40 bucks, or you can get 2 skins in Overwatch.
Mage, you are putting me to sleep with this.
It may or may not be overpriced, I'm just saying.
There are some soft tires, Mage.
What?
Soft tires.
Ooh. Aggressive from Sneaky, Sketchy, and Miniko, and Gwynfro. Interesting choices. Norbash and Drunken Shamrock, if they're smart, will pit. But Drunken Shamrock, don't mean to be rude here, but this man, I've seen him fumble spectacularly when it comes to tire strategies.
What's Midnight got? It is mediums. What about Norbash? Norbash into the pits. Can McLaren nail a strategy?
Mediums.
What about Drunken?
Please pit.
That's not where the track goes, my friend. He stayed out.
I'm going to kill. I feel like he's doing this just to torture me specifically, and if so, it's working. Like I'm so angry right now. Well, oh wait, actually, hang on. Never mind. I take it back. He's smart. He's smart for this. I take it back. This is actually a good call. Because that way, he's not burning new tires immediately. He can go around spending these tires, and then get the tires that'll be that much fresher. Never mind, good call. I take back what I said. This is a good call. What?
I need you to check something I just sent you in DMs. This is important.
Okay.
Since we have a moment and there's nothing going on since we're in the safety car again. Safety car number 3 of the session, since we had 1 VSC and 2 full safety cars, so we can have 2 more. What was that, Mage?
Just look at that.
Yep.
The Drunken Shamrock stays out again. The safety car is going to go in this slab. Why did he stay out?
You also missed Drunken just driving through the gravel.
Okay, I take it back. I am going to kill him. This was a smart call at first, and then he just continues to stay out. I don't know why.
No.
Because he could have pit for fresh tires. He could have pit for softs. Oh, wait, no, he already burned his softs, didn't he? Mediums, at least. Come on.
No, he never went out in quali.
He had softs to burn! He's running on old hard tires.
You just hear Mage getting angry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the city car should get called in right about now.
Oh my god. His strategy choices are as good as Sauber's pit stops. This is ridiculous.
What do you mean? Sauber always has good pit stops. What are you talking about?
Game recognizes game.
Yeah, literally.
I can't be a Bottas fan anymore. They just won't let me.
I mean, you can just suffer.
Exactly. That's why I can't be a Bottas fan anymore. I just
just suffer like I am with Ferrari.
Oh, please! Your team just got a 1-2. I don't want to hear it,
brother. We were gifted it.
No, Sainz could have won on merit. He was on it.
I would love that.
I think he could have entirely on merit.
Esteban's gone.
Because Max had the braking issues after Carlos overtook him. So I think he had it.
He's claiming that it was at the start just because.
Okay.
Alright, what do the softs have against the mediums? It's lap 20 of 29 here. In the land down under.
The softs are going to be good for the next, 5 or so laps, but then they're going to start dying. Drunken Shamrock gets another penalty. But he's going to overtake Normbash at least, but it's not going to matter because he has, 15 seconds worth of penalties?
18. Oh, there's a lot more penalties. Holy. Drunken has 24. Drunken has 24 seconds.
Oh, oh, no. Out of here.
Midnight overtakes Cape to Possum. I don't know what just happened. We had 8 time penalties in a matter of 2 seconds. I'm now your lone commentator until Mage returns from his hiatus. But it's Midnight and Yellow who do not have penalties. Meanwhile, what is their closest battle at the moment? It looks like it's Moldy Dragon chasing down Border X-Man. This is a battle for P6. As they're trying to chase down against Yellow. And Allen gets himself the fastest lap at a 1:18.1. Not a bad lap from him. Lap 21 here. And Moldy find a way to get by Border. There's no DRS yet. We'll have it for the next lap. But Moldy's not really being aggressive while chasing down Border and Yellow. And also Snaky cannot find anything against Allen or Esteban. He's already 2.3 off of Allen alone.
Okay.
How's your hiatus? A Sketchy Bull is in third!
I need therapy.
Sketchy's in third. Sketchy's in third.
Not for much longer, because Snaky is going to be looking for a move here. He's probably going to send it on the inside. Never mind. He's playing it smart. He's keeping it close for now. And Sketchy at the current moment could be on for a net
third.
Net third potentially. That is on the cards.
Nice try, Mage.
No, I'm just thinking because if Allen and Esteban have it coming together, because right now they're
yellow flags is Drunken again, and DRS is enabled. Drunken is not having fun.
No, he's not. It's like Batman v Superman all over. That's the feeling that I have watching
you crying over that movie so many times.
Dude, that movie pains me genuinely, and I will admit it does kind of live rent free in my head.
It not kinda, it does.
Oh yeah. I mean, because it's just like, how do you screw up Superman and Batman that spectacularly?
Snakey was side by side with Sketchy, but here comes Minico.
Great move! A double overtake for the Red Bull! He moves up into the podium places as Sketchy loses 2 positions in a short span of time. But there's still a close battle between all 3 of these drivers. It's going to be a close battle for 3rd place.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
Yellow is trying to chase down Border.
and we still have a battle on going for the lead. Both are relatively even in both batteries and penalties. So it's going to be all down to pace. Alan currently hanging on with the help of some DRS, as this battle will determine who wins the championship. Actually, let's check fastest lap. Who's got fastest?
Alan has fastest.
So...
Alan just needs to win.
Yeah, if Alan wins, that's the title. You can see him.
Speaking of that, Alan's closing. Well, I forgot another time penalty, but moving on.
Yeah, this is going to be very close. Meanwhile, we still have a close battle ongoing for third place. Sketchy Bull just sitting a little bit back and watching on as Snaky is watching and waiting for any opportunity to present itself. And one opportunity will be coming soon with the help of some DRS. Caution in Sector 3, that's Drunken Shamrock who's lost the car yet again. Meanwhile, we have Alan chasing after Estonba and closing it ever closer. Not enough to make a move, but it will be enough for Snaky, who gets alongside and ahead by the time we get into the fast left-right-hander. Miniko, though, will still be in very close range, and even with DRS, Miniko is closing in. Snaky also closing in. Not enough to make a move, though. This is a very intense battle we have going on for the victory and the podium.
Very true.
Alan once again getting DRS, but it won't be close enough by the time we get to turn 1, but it may be enough to get him into turn 3. Take a look here. It won't, but it might be enough for Miniko, meanwhile, as we charge forward. Alan is still not finding a way past the Aston Martin, and Snaky just remains ahead of Miniko and Sketchy. Sketchy runs a little bit wide, loses some time for it. Oh, you can see it. Miniko is all over the back of Snaky, just waiting for an opportunity. And yeah, this is it. He's got him. Now with some DRS, he gets alongside. Will he get ahead? Halfway, full way. Snaky drifts a little bit to the right. That was almost a disaster right there. But Snaky might be able to fight it back here. No, never mind.
Miniko still has that double helping of DRS. So he's able to use that to his advantage for the time being. But if you look at ERS, Snaky has almost a, what is that, 20% advantage? And Sketchy's ruined himself.
Sketchy at the current moment in danger of he's going to get disqualified. He's going to get disqualified in this race.
Is that the goal?
He's 8 seconds away from it. He's 8 seconds away from a DSQ. Actually.
That is very achievable at this point.
He's absolutely screwing around. Like, it's not even a debate. Drunken Shamrock, I know he's way faster than this, but he's clearly not trying. Meanwhile, we have Estonba still holding off Alan, as Alan, I think, is doing his best to hold on at the current moment. But Estonba still can't quite shake him off.
A chat from Casson White says, Estonba, my Pookie is cooking. Cook.
What? Excuse me?
Look for yourself. I read word for
My
word.
Pookie is cooking.
I'm not going to say anything this time because the last time I tried to say something about this, I got it way wrong and I still feel bad.
Wait, what?
The whole Drunken Shamrock thing. That chat.
Wait, which chat?
Never mind, you don't remember.
Okay. Oh! That's right.
The gears just clicked.
You thought she was his mom.
That's just, okay, you didn't have to say it.
I did.
Molly gets by Border X-Man. We're moving right on from that conversation. Yellow flags. It's Norbash.
Norbash. Yeah, I don't blame him. That final corner sucks.
Drunken's about to get lapped.
He's about to get lapped. He's moving aside, sliding against the wall. Oh, as Alan gets a little bit close. He's out of DRS range, though. Esteban is officially clear. And he gets a top penalty!
No way.
Meanwhile, Miniko gets by Snaky as the duel between the two resumes. Snaky looking for an opening, but it's not presenting itself. DRS, once again, keeps this battle relatively even. It's hard to tell who has more pace between the two. Meanwhile, Yellow Snowman is in some serious danger as Moldy Dragon, looking for a move, will not be going for it just yet. Now,
Yellow's actually in a decent position. He's in range of Sketchy.
Oh yeah, he is. Absolutely. And Miniko and Snaky's battle has gotten very heated, and I fear it's only a matter of time before one of them gets burned. Snaky looking for a move, perhaps into turn one. Drunken Shamrock. Oh, he retires in the pits? I think he retired in the pits. He retired in the pits.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I thought he crashed.
This was a disaster.
Yeah, unlike in real life, where that was a masterclass. Not gonna lie.
The yellow flag is still just Drunken's car, so we will ignore. Midnight moves it to the points. One of two drivers without a time penalty. He could be on for something pretty good.
Yeah, at the moment he's looking at a P9. Meanwhile, Snaky and Miniko are continuing their battles. Alan is going to be desperate to close in that gap, but he's risking way too much. He goes wide. Snaky and Miniko continue their battle with only a couple laps left to go. Only one of them is going to be claiming that podium place. But right now, if Alan continues at this rate, one of them might be claiming P.
It is very close, but remember, they still have 3 seconds of their own. So they have to claw another 3 seconds.
Yeah, as Snaky has been saving so much battery for himself, and there's only a little bit of racing left to go. We're on the penultimate lap, and Snaky is burning the battery he has to try and hold off Miniko and keep him behind. Miniko not spending any battery at the current moment, as now we make our way into turn 3 in just a moment. Miniko not using Geo. Interesting choice. I think he could. Yeah. I mean, he's got to time it right, and really it's all going to come down to the final lap. I think I know the game Miniko's going to play. I think he's going to not overtake Snaky here, because it's just been a continuous back and forth. If he just waits on this lap, stays behind Snaky, he'll be able to get him back on the final lap. Let's see if that's his game. Yeah, no DRS. I think this is absolutely... Okay, Miniko is using a little, but it's not enough to overtake. Miniko is absolutely playing a safe game, and Snaky, I think, is burning his battery in an attempt to make a getaway from Miniko, but it's simply not happening. Now, it's going to be down to the double DRS zone and the left-right-hander chicane to see if Miniko can make that move pass and secure a podium. It's going to be a very heated section right there specifically. But now here we go into the final lap, and one lap away from a new NA champion. And right now, Esteban has got it in the palm of his hand. Let's see what happens.
You know this Mies Mage?
What?
We won't get an interview.
I know. I know. Which is infuriating.
You know what else is infuriating?
What?
Watching Sketchy throw every not championship chance, podium chance away.
It's not really his fault. He just doesn't have the pace.
The time penalties ruined him.
Yeah, I mean, either way, he didn't have the pace, unfortunately. So here we go now. This is going to be Miniko's last chance to make a true move. He saved up plenty of battery, but Snaky's burning as well. Miniko isn't close enough. Snaky, I think...
DRS, though. DRS.
This might be enough. This is going to be close as we go into the chicane. Side by side. Can Miniko complete the move? It's close, but Miniko pulls it off. Brilliant overtake from Miniko. He risked it all, and it paid off. Only a few quarters left, but I think this is a podium for the Red Bull driver. Absolutely brilliant and smart racing from Miniko to hold off on the penultimate lap to go for it on the finals. Great strategy. And that is going to net him a podium place, but we now are crowning a new no assist champion. Esteban wins the race and secures the title, as Alan will have to settle for second in the championship. Miniko taking third in the race, and I think that'll be third in the driver standings as well.
It will. I will send a message in the no assist chat to see if they will do an interview.
Actually, you don't need to worry about that. I don't think we're going to do interviews this time. But,
no, we're getting Miniko at least.
You want to get Miniko at least?
Yes. We'll see if anyone decides to. That's a way to end the season right there. May's just not talking anymore, making it sound like stream's dead. Thanks, Mage.
But,
Even though I see you saying that.
I don't think anyone's coming.
No, Miniko is.
Oh, there he is.
Miniko!
Hi.
Well, podium in the last race of the season. How you feel about it?
I'm a bit surprised, considering that I completely made things way harder than I needed to.
Yeah, when you... Yeah, on the bright side, Red Bull gives you wings, so you got a new one relatively quickly.
It really did.
Yeah, I had to say, really clever strategy used in the final few laps. You elected not to overtake on the penultimate lap and just bided your time on the final lap because you didn't think you were just doing the back and forth. So you just kind of temporarily halted the pattern so it panned out in your favor. So very clever racing from you. Very well earned podium.
Yeah, I was kind of paying attention to see like what laps I would overtake him, and then what laps he'd overtake me, and I was just like, hold on, he's overtaking me on odd laps, whereas I'm overtaking him on even. So it's like, you know, I think I might hang back on the penultimate and just see if that works out. And luckily, my straight line speed was good enough to get him, because I have no doubts that he was dumping as well.
Oh yeah, he was saving up some battery as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely did not let you just get away with it as he went side by side with you in the chicane, but you guys kept it respectful. Great racing, the both of you. And a well-earned podium. Do you think going to the next game, you're going to be fighting for the title this time around?
I feel like there's a bit of a tough ask. I definitely can be fighting for the top 3 again, but I don't know, because we don't know how the game is going to be like, so we're just gonna have to find out on that one.
I'm just gonna say Miniko's champion confirmed for the next game.
No.
No pressure.
Yes.
That is
for sure.
That's asking too much. No.
Well, actually, no. You don't be asking too much.
What do you think is going to happen then? What do you think is going to happen? Esteban's going to just DNF every single race, and Alan is just not going to show up, or like what?
You want to know what's a real ask, though? You want what's a real ask? Sketchy to get a freaking podium.
Yeah, no, I denied him of that one.
Yeah, he denied himself, if we're being honest.
I mean, when Sketchy was fighting us a bit for P3, he got ahead. I was like cheering him on, but little did he realize that I was just waiting for him to do that so that I could get the both of them, because I knew I had the straight line speed, and he just got absolutely dumped. And I was like, that was probably the most satisfying thing I've done.
Oh man.
Had to do him dirty. Sorry, Sketchy.
I mean, I was. It's fine. I was doing Sketchy dirty in the commentary as well.
Oh my god.
So dirty. I know Pat is a fan of doing that, but yeah, not surprised if both of you are doing it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, any plans going into next season?
Just see how the game feels and just go from there.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.
All right. Well, that was a very intense finale. Congratulations to our new champion, Estimba. Let's see if he can defend that title in a couple months' time. When we head into season 11, this has been the last broadcast for season 10. And Pat's stepping out. I was gonna say,
No, I
now,
just dropped my controller.
yeah, Pat and I, for those who don't know, run a podcast, the Mock Speed Up
Yes.
on Podcast. You can find it on youtube.com/@MockMage. Be sure to check it out because Pat and I will be planning a little special episode specifically for MRL covering a season review of the entirety of Season 10 and its events throughout the tiers. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for when that will premiere. We'll also be releasing an Australia Grand Prix review later this week. But yeah.
If you get it up on time.
Yeah. So be sure to check out that, and of course, be sure to like and subscribe to MRL, and be sure to stay tuned in the coming months when we return for the new game and for season 11 starting in mid-June. It looks like we're planning at the current moment. So we'll be seeing you all then, where we hopefully have a better game engine. So we'll be seeing you all then. I've been Mock Mage.
I've been Pat.
And we'll be